Happy Friday night and the final day of the year. I guess we're in the final 24 hours. Thank you for all the people who say they can hear me. Hello, good evening. And welcome to week 16 Friday, where we do have, 16 races tonight? Yeah, 16. Hear me softly. Well, I don't have a headset, so I don't know what to say. Let me see if I can fiddle that. Sound. Incoming sound needs to be louder. How's that? Is that better? Wait, how's this? Is that even better? Am I really loud now? Loud, 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 loud. Test, test, test. Okay, good. I was doing some kind of crazy stuff. Okay, so we do have 16 races tonight, and I am in the hotel, as I warned you guys, and so I will be attempting not to piss off my neighbors. Don't forget that now is a good time to get your bets in for the Pick 6, Pick 4, and Daily Double. And don't forget that it does pay out tomorrow, mandatory payout. The first race is at Louisville Downs. We have the Seek Thrills handicap, 1.125 miles for $500,000. We have a field of 11. On the fence for Durzo Blint is Scorpion, a son of Mace, out of Waiting on a Miracle. $2.3 million earned. This guy is your defending champion in this race. Since then, he's won 3 more races, most recently third behind Globetrotter and Ichabod Crane in the Arcadia Classic. Obviously, those 2 horses will be popping up in the Louisville, nope, wrong one, Stewards Cup Classic later tonight. By the way, have you guys seen that race? It's cray-cray. Next up, Award Hopper for Khaleesi Elise. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. W.C. Lee bred this son of Arcadia Academy Award. 1 for 27 lifetime, though. This would be a very, very massive long shot to win this race. Number 3, Brick Lair for Durzo Blint. Steven Saratoga bred son of Alligator. 4 for 17. Last victory was in Allowance Company, 3 back. Last out. 4th in a very nice race with 2 of the horses running in the Stewards Cup. Number 4, Port Orford for Laurel Adams. James Bond, the sire here, literally didn't know that horse was still standing. 4 for 22, has been top 3 15 times. Number 5, Senor's Buscador for LSM Quinones. Tim Matthews bred the son of Alligator, 6 for 23. Second in a sponsored grade 1 last out over a sloppy course. Number 6, Diversity for John Exet, the son of Christopher Robin, is 5 for 28. He has been second in all 3 of his most recent starts, including behind 2 of the favorites in the Classic. Number 7, Orange for John Exet. The son of Warder is 8 for 22, coming off of a nice win in listed company with a 97. Number 8 is Highland for Eileen Sarah. Instinctive Belief, the sire here, love that guy. 12 times has been in the top 3, second to last out in the Kentucky Crown Classic. Chasing Phantoms, the 9 for Jack Meyer. Kelly Haggerty bred the son of Mace. He's a 3-year-old who is 4 for 9. Here is the Rifleman, who defeated that Chasing Phantoms last out. Izzy Rafferty, homebred by Mace, is 11 for 24. Rounding out the field, Camelot for Danny Derby. I'm sure that Danny hoped that this horse would be in the Stewards Cup. He was 3rd in the Louisville Derby this year. Since then, most recently was 2nd behind Pursuing the Moon in the Awesome Derby. That's your field. 1 minute to post. Betting pool currently at $2,000. You can do better than that. I have actually already even consumed my dinner tonight. I won't be trying to consume it during this broadcast, so be impressed. However, I do not have the entry clerk to bring me drinks, so that's a bummer. It's post time. I'm shutting down all the betting. I'm also opening the race charts because I didn't have them open. All right, guys, let's get to it. They are off. Senior's Buscador is one step slow. Bricklayer also away a little bit slowly, but Diversity goes out to lead. Orange, those two stablemates kicking away from Highland. Port Orford and the Rifleman is on the outside, chasing Phantoms of Ward Hopper and Scorpion. Camelot, Bricklayer, and at the back of the field, that's Senior's Buscador. 7 furlongs left to run in the Seek Thrills handicap, and Diversity has moved away a length. Highland now passing Orange to be in second, a length back to that Orange in third. Port Orford and the Rifleman are right together, 2 lengths back to Chasing Phantoms. A Ward Hopper and Scorpion sitting in 8th. Camelot is 9th. Then comes Bricklayer, and Senior's Buscador is way back of the field. Running down the backstretch, they've got 5 furlongs left, and it is still Diversity leading a length, maybe 2, to Highland and then Orange. Port Orford and the Rifleman are right together, 2 back to Chasing Phantoms. A Ward Hopper, Scorpion, Camelot, Bricklayer, and 3 back to Senior's Buscador as they round the far turn, coming to the top of the stretch. And Diversity has led every step, but he's getting tired. Here comes Scorpion. Scorpion's moving with a big run. He's coming from 5th, sweeping up to the lead. Here's Camelot on his heels. The Rifleman getting involved. Highland is still there too. And from the back of the pack, here comes Bricklayer. They're running down the stretch, and 8th to go. And Scorpion, Camelot trying to get by him. The Rifleman coming on. Scorpion's going to hold him off, though. And Scorpion will win the Seek Thrills over Camelot, the Rifleman, Bricklayer, and Diversity. The official winner is Scorpion, a 5-year-old gray horse by Mace, out of Waiting on a Miracle by Mr. Wonderful. Gavin Guile bred this one, owned by Durzo Blint, who is now 13 for 25 a lifetime. I assume this animal's going to retire. It is a great night to retire horses. Next up, we have the 2-year-old Sprint Championship. We have a field of 9. This prestigious $1.5 million race, the highest of the high for 2-year-old sprinters. On the fence for Scott Ziegler is Laverne Factor, not Factor, by Little Bit Dangerous. He's 2 for 7. Then comes Ivan Drago for Gavin Guile, the son of the Evil Empires, out of that super nice mare, Super Violet, 4 for 6. Number 3, Party Patrol for Gigi Go Faster. Mr. Lord Rich bred this one, broke his maiden in his 4th start. He's by 10 sovereigns. Number 4 is Beast for the Clarehaven Stables, 6 for 7 lifetime. Lone Loss did come 2 back to behind a horse I really liked, Ambraxis. I don't know what that horse is up to, but I really like him. But that's not the point. The point is that otherwise Beast is unbeaten. Number 5 is Ground Warriors, who won his division of this elimination races with a 97. He is also a grade 1 winner for Xander Zone. He's by the Evil Empire. He is out of Pay Attention Boys, who was a just short of a millionaire, 5 for 6. Number 6 is Bring Us to the Sky for Autumn Blackmill. Autumn Blackmill cannot be here tonight and is full of sadness, and to alleviate her sadness has donated a headshot to you guys, so we'll do a contest for that in a little bit. This one is a Steward bred by Solar Punk, 3 for 6 lifetime, was 3rd in his elimination race. Number 7, Carrot Power. Xander's Own, homebred by the Evil Empire, is also 5 for 6 and won his elimination. On the Edge, Gigi Go Faster with the Son of Thrash, who's just 1 for 6, broke his maiden with an 87-3 back. And rounding out the field, $400,000 Steward bred purchased by the Clarehaven Stables is Spark of Genius, 2 for 7. That's your field. Betting pool closes at $2,700. Where are you all big spenders from last night? You guys were going crazy last night. They are off. Laverne Factor was a little bit slow. On the Edge stumbled, but the rest of the way okay. And Beast is flashing speed. Carrot Power on the outside. Bring Us to the Sky between horses. On the Edge and Party Patrol, Ground Warriors is taken back 6th. Spark of Genius is 7th. Ivan Drago and Laverne Factor is at the back of the field as they go sweeping to the turn, and they're moving quickly out here. And they're chasing Beast, who's 2 lengths clear of Carrot Power and Bring Us to the Sky. 2 more back to On the Edge, Party Patrol, Ground Warriors, and Spark of Genius. Ivan Drago has 5 on Laverne Factor, and they're sweeping into the stretch. They've got to catch Beast. Bring Us to the Sky is the one who pounces first and takes over the lead. Here's Ground Warriors with a huge move, coming from 6th, now up into 3rd, now 2nd. Ground Warriors has to track down Bring Us to the Sky. Beast is 3rd. On the Edge, Party Patrol. It is still Bring Us to the Sky, but Ground Warriors sweeps right on past and opens up to win it for fun. Ground Warriors, much the best out here. Bring Us to the Sky has to settle for 2nd. Beast, On the Edge, and Party Patrol. The official winner is Ground Warriors, a 2-year-old black colt by the Evil Empire out of Pay Attention Boys by Walk-Off Grand Slam. Homebred for Xander Zone, who is now 6 for 7 lifetime, and I don't know the number off the top of my head, but Xander Zone has won a lot of these sprint championships. We get to move right into the Stewards Cup now, with the first race being the Turf Sprint. I'm going to be kind to myself and not always read every detail about these animals, because ain't no one got time for that. So we do have a field of 16, and they're going 5 furlongs for $2 million. On the fence for Aiden O'Brien, That Alpine, who's earned just short of $500,000. Gigi Go Faster has the lead Carabred Charming Defense, a 5-year-old. Number 3, My Secret Beat for Sten Reno Hawkinson is 5 for 18. Turf Speed for Vangelis Marinis. That's a 3-year-old homebred. Laura Smith has the 5, Altitude. Altitude has earned $4.9 million. He won the Stewards Cup back in year 68. Last year, he took the Chimborazo. Number 6 is GitHub, which I never know if it's GitHub or GitHub, but we're going to go with GitHub. For John Dark by Dr. Estimate, he won the Los Campeones last year. Number 7, Tenebrism for Mary Whalen, a 3-year-old who's 3 for 13. Yashgan for Rafa Usaz, a Steward bred who's earned $1.9 million the hard way. Number 9, Friend of Bill for Eric Nalbone, a $500,000 earner. Number 10, Xander for Rafa Usaz. John Dark also has the 11, Have We Met? John Exet has the 12, Old Dirt Hill. Love that name. Feathery Free for Eric Gray is the 13. Alert Status Red is the 2nd of the Laura Smith horses. He's earned $1.2 million. And then there comes Hot Blooded, who has earned $1.6, and he is actually your defending champion of this race. If you had held a gun to my head and asked me who won this race last year, I would never in 10 billion years have picked this horse. I don't remember that experience. I'm assuming I was there. Rounding out the field on the outside with a terrible draw is number 16, Youth of the Nation for Mr. Lord Rich, a $3 million earner. Won this year's Chimborazo just 3 weeks ago. Oh, and I just received a helpful message in the game saying that Xander Zone and Brandon McKenzie are tied with 7 wins each in that 2-year-old sprint championships. It's GitHub. Sweet. Two minutes to post. Is it a good time to give away a headshot? This headshot courtesy... Oh, wait. Was that supposed to be a secret? Hold on. Let me go read that message. An anonymous headshot contest. Well, my bad. Pretend it's anonymous. Here is the contest. Were you listening when I said the name of the horse that won this race last year? What is that horse's name? The contest isn't were you listening. The contest is what is that horse's name? Sarah, you can't win a headshot. I'm not letting you win a headshot. I'm giving it to whoever was next. I'm giving it to Laurel Adams. You go make your own free headshots all the time. Congratulations, Laurel. You win a headshot. And it comes with customization as well. It's post time. I have a friend staying with me, and I cannot imagine how exhausting it is to listen to me do this for 2 hours. I kind of want to like save her. I kind of wish she was wearing earpods or something. They're off in the Stewards Cup Turf Sprint of year 71. Xander was 1 step slow. Altitude, racing to the lead. Youth of the Nation from the outside and Feathery Free. That Alpine on the fence was a bit slow. GitHub is in 5th. Yashgan then hot-blooded on the outside. Friend of Bill, Turf Speed, Old Dirt Hill. Alert Status Red is shuffled back to 11th. Tenebrism is 12th. Then Xander, My Secret Beat, Have We Met? And Charming Defense is at the back of the field. It's Altitude leading by 2. Sweeping around that turn. Youth of the Nation is chasing hard. Feathery Free is making an early bid, now up into 2nd. GitHub is there too. That Alpine starts to drop back. Yashgan, Friend of Bill, Tenebrism, and Hot-Blooded, the defending champ. Alert Status Red is coming on from 11th, and they're sweeping into the lane. They've got to get to Altitude. Feathery Free running a big one. GitHub is there too in between, and Yashgan, Friend of Bill, Youth of the Nation is 6th. It is Feathery Free, but GitHub is going on past, and GitHub is going to get the win. Feathery Free was 2nd. Altitude could do no better than 3rd. Yashgan, Friend of Bill, and Youth of the Nation. Alert Status Red ran terrible. The official winner is GitHub, a 5-year-old black horse by Dr. Estimate out of Composed Soldier by Armies Always Rise. Sheesh. A homebred for John D'Arc, whose last Stewards Cup win was in year 66. Nice work, John D'Arc. Next up, we have the Filly and Mare Dirt Mile. And we have a field of 11. On the fence for Fleas and Hambletonian, Troya Z, a 4-year-old filly who's 8 for 19. Ronnie D has the 2 Magic Tigger, a 6-year-old, 12 for 20. Then comes American Romance for Laurel Adams. Keith Wall bred that one, 8 for 21. Yulene Sarah pops up here with the 4 Silver Sparkles, who has been top 3 20 of 29 times. Vangelis Marinis has the 5 Fiesta of Queen. Justify Goodnight for Lucas Davenport is the 6. Cotija is a Cotija for JP Dogood. I'm going to go to Cotija because it's easier for me. Who is the 7. Number 8, Soul Fight for Mike Springer, who also has the 9, Catch the Sparks. It's so weird how often that happens. Number 10, Seething Vengeance for Ronnie D. Then comes the 11, Into the Wish for Xander, who's a 9 for 17. Oh, the next horse is me yawning because I've had quite the day. Number 12, Dune Racer Z. And you know who owns that one. Smith and Thel for Yulene Sarah is the 13. And rounding out the field is the 5-year-old mare Irish Eyes, who won this year's Pegasus. Nope, that was last year. She is a daughter of Cody's Wish and out of Sage of Monticello, who won $2.3 million. That is your field. Silver Sparkles is Konasek's full sister. Yeah, guys, I've definitely had a day. My flight was diverted and I landed at the wrong airport, and then they were like, good luck with that. And then I had to take a taxi for an hour to get to the right airport, and then I had to wait an hour for my rental car, and then I still don't have my baggage. So, like, I don't really want to sleep in my jeans. So my friend and I might be making a Walmart run later, or whatever they have here. Travel in the USA. Ain't that the truth? Otherwise, y'all gonna see me at the track on Sunday wearing literally a 21 Pilots t-shirt instead of whatever work stuff I'm supposed to be wearing. Am I in Arcadia? Yes, I am. Well, I'm actually in Monrovia right now. Why, you spying on me? Should I be looking out? It's post time for the Filly and Mare Dirt Mile. They are off. Fiesta of Queen was 1 step slow, and Justify Goodnight stumbled. Irish Eyes from the outside is flashing speed out here. Into the Wish And then comes Troya Z on the fence, Catch the Sparks, Magic Tigger, and Dune Racer Z, Soul Fight, Fiesta of Queen after the bad beginning. American Romance is taken back 9th, Justify Goodnight is 10th, Seething Vengeance, then Cotesia, Silver Sparkles, and Smith and Thel is at the back of the field. It is Irish Eyes who's opened up 2 lengths down the backstretch, running happily out here with Into the Wish chasing her in second. Catch the Sparks and Troya Z, Magic Tigger, and Soul Fight, Fiesta of Queen, Dune Racer Z, Justify Goodnight, American Romance, Seething Vengeance, Cotesia, Smith and Thel, and Silver Sparkles brings up the rear. They're rounding the far turn with less than half a mile left to go in the Filly and Mare Dirt Mile, and Irish Eyes now concedes the lead Into the Wish. Irish Eyes battling back, Catch the Sparks and American Romance, Dune Racer Z, Seething Vengeance, Justify Goodnight, and Troya Z. They're running down the lane. Into the Wish and Irish Eyes. Here comes American Romance. She's picking off horses. Catch the Sparks is coming too. It is Into the Wish, though. They've got to catch her. American Romance, Catch the Sparks. But they can't catch Into the Wish. She wished for a win and got it. Blech. The official winner is Into the Wish. She's a 4-year-old Bay Filly by Cody's Wish out of Into the Your Mind? Seriously? By Marvel. This is a homebred for Xander Zone, who is now 10 for 18. Xander Zone has now won 2 races tonight, and what do we say to people who win 2 races? Stop hogging. Okay, I am on Huntington, so thank you for that information. Target sounds like an excellent plan. I need new pajamas, like a hole in the head, but everyone knows that's actually secret code for I do need new pajamas. Next up, we move along to the Filly Mare Turf Sprint. Back to the turf sprinting, 5 furlongs, but this is for girls. We have a field of 14. I don't know how to say the first horse's name. The horse on the fence for Julia H. is a homebred named Sturnstunde. You guys are just taking the mick on some of these. Number 2, Secret Rain Dance for John Smith, a homebred who is 10 for 11 lifetime. What a horse. Good training job. Won the 2-year-old version of this race last year. Number 3, Never on a Sunday for Ronnie D. It's 12 for 16. Oh, hey, American Airlines is calling me back right now. How helpful of them. I'm going to not answer, though, because I already dealt with get my bag claim by myself. Number 4, Saratoga Moon for Tion Long. Has earned $600,000. Number 5, Feeling Like a Wind. That's that name I didn't know before, that Batuhan Tastelin. Number 6, Whistle Stop for Ren Marston. Number 7, The Cliffs of Moher for Aidan O'Brien. This horse won the 2-year-old race 2 years ago. Number 8, Solaria Swindifa for Jordan Beaumont. Batuhan also has the 9, Red Orchestra. Carolyn Eaton pops up with number 10, Peace Sign, a $500,000 earner. Solar Flare Z for Fleason is a 3-year-old. Nyx Wolf, a 6-year-old mare for the Art Cage Stables, won this race 2 years ago. Queen Boadicea for John Nicholson is the 13. And rounding out the field, Jack Ryder's The Wind It Is. That's your field. Yeah. Did I skip Whistle Stop? I'm not doing opinions. I'm just reading their names. I don't have time for that. And by time I meant energy. No Nathan. You get what you get. Sorry, that's just how I type. This is what happens when I don't bring my... I'm sorry. I just sent my friend a text trying to convince her to go get me a drink at the Starbucks. And if she looks up, I'm going to make a really sweet face at her, but it's not working because after I yelled at her to put headphones in, she did. I do write for a living. I think it's going to work. They're in the gate for the filly and mare turf sprint. They are off. Nix Wolf, one step slow. Secret Rain Dancer, Flashing Speed, and Solaria Swindifa. Never on a Sunday is in third. Saratoga Moon in the Cliffs of Moher. Peace Sign, Whistle Stop. Stern Stunde, then Queen Bodacia. Feeling Like a Wind, Red Orchestra, Nix Wolf, Solar Flare Z, and the Wind It is at the back of the field. They're sweeping around the turn already, led by Secret Rain Dancer and Never on a Sunday. Those two are heads apart, and they are gunning out here. They're 2 lengths clear of Solaria Swindifa. Whistle Stop now moved up 4th from 7th. Saratoga Moon, Red Orchestra, the Cliffs of Moher, and Nix Wolf. They're running down the lane, and we've got 2 horses well clear. It's Secret Rain Dancer and Never on a Sunday, and they're throwing it down. Whistle Stop is up into 3rd. They can't get closer. Never on a Sunday with the head in front now. Secret Rain Dancer is lost that lead, and Never on a Sunday is pulling away. She's going to get it over Secret Rain Dancer, Whistle Stop 3rd, Solaria Swindifa, Red Orchestra, and Nix Wolf. The official winner is Never on a Sunday, a 5-year-old chestnut mare by Mama Beat Papa out of Free on Sunday by Strong and Free. A homebred for Ronnie D, who is now 13 for 17 a lifetime. Look at that painting job, training job. Stellar. Love it. Now we move on to one of my favorite races of the night, and this is the Stewards Cup Sprint, and I am so excited for some of these horses to retire. Nicole Marie, you get an extra bonus for calling it ASMR. That's freaking hilarious. We are now arguing really, really fast, typing about Starbucks. Irish Eyes ran okay. Let me go find her. She ran 5th. I was hoping for better for you, but it is what it is. She's done. She's old now. All right, so back to the sprint. We have a field of 12. Number 1, Roger Carlos, a Night Predator, 10 for 13 for this superstar. He won last year's 2-year-old championship. He was last year's 2-year-old best Simi Award 2-year-old. Dang it, why didn't I put the Simis up earlier this week? That would have been smart. Number 2, what? John accepts Mabap? John, you're making that up. Is 5 for 22. Number 3, The Chosen Answer for Harry Trotter. This old guy has earned $3,999,000. He is 6 years old. I sincerely hope he's done after this because I feel like he's done a lot of things and he is a complete outcross in the division. Number 4, one of a few for Lee Cara is a 5-year-old who is 8 for 25. Gemini, the 5 for Gavin Guile, a homebred who is seeking his 10th lifetime win. Darcy McBride, 6, Raging River, has earned $600,000, also seeking his 10th win. Number 7, the horse I have loved for so long. This is Creepy Ghost Town for Elaine Sarah, a $3 million earner. Cannot wait for that animal to win things. I meant retire. Number 8 is the defending champion, and that is MK Stables Elkhorn. Then comes the 9, Empire Strikes Back for Poke Buffalo, a $600,000 earner. Bad Situation for Gigi Go Faster is the 10. He's earned $1.4 million. Black Mamba for Roger Carlo. This guy won the Pegasus earlier this year, and he has a stellar career. Rounding up the field, Jimmy's Jungle Cruise for Sherry Crow is a 3-year-old who is 4 for 11, and that's your field. It's technically time to call it. They're off in the Stewards Cup Sprint. The Chosen Answer stumbled badly at the start. Bad starts all over the place. One of a few was slow. Elkhorn bobbled, and Jimmy's Jungle Cruise on the outside also had to take up. So it's Creepy Ghost Town, who zooms out to the lead, joined by Bad Situation, who is wide, and then comes the Chosen Answer, Jimmy's Jungle Cruise, and Black Mamba, Night Predator, and Elkhorn. Empire Strikes Back, Raging River, one of a few. Gemini and Mbap is at the back of the field. It is Bad Situation, who's got a head in front now of Creepy Ghost Town, and they're throwing it down early, running down the backstretch around the turn. 3 lengths to the Chosen Answer and Jimmy's Jungle Cruise, then Black Mamba, Elkhorn, and Night Predator. Some very good horses towards the back of the field, and Bad Situation is doing best right now. He's a length clear of Creepy Ghost Town coming into the stretch. Here comes Elkhorn, the defending champion, gobbling up ground. Night Predator is on his heels. He's come from 7th. And then the Chosen Answer, Bad Situation, Creepy Ghost Town trying his best. Elkhorn is in 3rd, but they can't get to Bad Situation, who makes the best of it to win the Stewards Cup Sprint. Creepy Ghost Town has to settle for 2nd, Elkhorn 3rd, Night Predator, and Raging River. The official winner is Bad Situation, a 4-year-old black colt by Scathis out of Clutching at Straws by Storm. A homebred for Gigi Go Faster, who is now 7 for 22 lifetime. Thanks, John, for thinking my race call was funny. Next up, we have the Filly and Mare Turf Mile, a huge field of 16 here. Sarah. No. Sarah, pick up your phone, WhatsApp me how to say that horse's name, and I'm going to play it every time I need to say that horse's name. I'm not saying it. I'm out. Number 2 is Koja for Durzo Blint, 6 for 16. Number 3 is Santa Beatrice Z for Fleas and Hambletonian, a 7 for 19. Only a Lifetime for Xander Zone is the 4. She Fights Still for Joe Hardy is the 5, a homebred. Then comes Riley Bender's homebred, Black Bugatti, who is 7 for 8. Lifetime. How did they do that? Oh, they won the Stewards Cup last year. Number 7, Bubbles of Joy for Jack Ryder. And then comes the 8, Big Yawn for Chris Barber. American Airlines keeps trying to call me, but I don't think it's the bag people. I think it's just the callback that I had from before. I'm just going to not answer it because I don't really want to talk to them. I only want to talk to bag people. Juan Now for Tammy Stawicki is the 9. Spirit of the Dance for Andrea Beaucamp. That is a 6-year-old mare. Then comes Steve Hanley's Mecca Runner. Spirits for Eileen Sarah is the 12. Why can't they all be named Spirits? Number 13, Fugitive Love for Randall Allen. Lily Wilkins bred that one. Velastraza has the 14, Beauvais Dawn. Puma Paws, the big old 7-year-old mare on the outside for Xander Zone. Love her, 3.4 million earned. And then comes the 16, Nashvillian for Riley Bender. Now, I do have 2 messages from Sarah. Consequences, but spelled very badly. Consequences? Oh, that's not hard then. Oh, of course this thing's playing in my headset, not in... Hold on. I want you guys to be able to hear this. Also, no wonder my thing was so quiet earlier. I didn't realize it was hooked up to my phone.
Consequences.
Do it again.
consequences.
I'm just going to play that every time. Just kidding, I'm not. But it'd be funny. Guys, my voice is going to go pretty quick here. I'm already on the struggle bus and we're only, 7 races in? They're off in the filly and mare turf mile. Koja was one step slow. Puma Paws broke badly, and the rest away are okay. Koja now rushed up to take over. Only a Lifetime is in second. Black Bugatti and Bubbles of Joy one out. Then comes Big Yawn, and Nashvillian is way on the outside. Puma Paws after the bad beginning, and Consequences. Spirit of the Dance, Mecha Runner, She Fights Still, Spirits, Fugitive Love, Santa Beatrice Z, and Bovis Dawn is at the back of the field. They run around the first turn to the backstretch, and they're led by Koja in the lead. 2 lengths back to Only a Lifetime and Wanao. Black Bugatti has lost a spot to be fourth. Bubbles of Joy and Big Yawn, Nashvillian. Puma Paws and Consequences. Spirit of the Dance, She Fights Still. Then a length back to Mecha Runner, Spirits, Fugitive Love, Santa Beatrice Z, and Bovis Dawn is at the back of the field. No change yet. They're rounding the far turn, and it's Koja. Here comes Black Bugatti moving up between horses to take over second. Big Yawn and Nashvillian. Only a Lifetime drops back swiftly. Spirit of the Dance is moving up. Bubbles of Joy and Mecha Runner. That's your field as they sweep into the lane. Puma Paws would have to come from about 15 off of it. And Black Bugatti collars Koja and takes over. Spirit of the Dance is the one closing. Big Yawn in third. Koja and Nashvillian, Mecha Runner, and Spirits. It is Black Bugatti. She's a length clear. Spirit of the Dance trying her best. Can't get to her. Big Yawn, Koja. Black Bugatti with a second Stewards Cup win. Spirit of the Dance second, Big Yawn third, Koja and Nashvillian. You guys don't even know. I'm just hoping and praying I'm right when I'm calling things. I'm like, second Stewards Cup win. Think that was her. Pretty sure. The official winner, Black Bugatti. A 3-year-old black filly by Night Watch out of Bay Bugatti by Oscar Performance. A homebred for Riley Bender, who is now 8 for 9 Lifetime. And now it's water break time. Three minutes to post for the next race, which is the Dirt Mile. See, we're breezing through these races I like, and then it's about to get ugly. You're about to get half races. Laurel Adams has the horse on the fence. 5-year-old Cryless by Holland Road is 5 for 24. Last year in this race finished 11th. Number 2, Belmondo for Ronnie D. Didn't Ronnie D already try to win or did win something tonight? Yeah, so, hogging. This one's by Mage, coming off a nice win. Number 3, Kentucky Remember, Gigi Go Faster, trying to have a second win tonight. This one's by Decimal Tour. Number 4, Extraordinary for Xander Zone by Cody's Wish. Nice training job there. That one's 5 for 8. Contriving. Kelly Haggerty with last year's Stewards Cup Futurity winner. Since then has won another 4 in a row. Second last out behind Into the Wish, who is a horse that won the girl race earlier. So that's legit. Number 6, American Phantom. I know this guy. He's the defending champion. He is 18 for 20 Lifetime. His last win did come behind his last loss did come behind Jurassican in the Desert Mile earlier this year. But other than that, he's got all ones on his page. Here is Jurassican, the 7 for Sherry Crow. The Son of Gunrunner is 13 for 28 Lifetime, $2.3 million. Then comes the 8, Fire Burning Cold for Brian Levitt by Decimal Tour, 5 for 9 Lifetime. He's coming in here off a prep in a barrier trial. Number 9, Gambling Goodnight for Poke Buffalo. This is a filly trying the boys here, 3 for 12. The Dirt Mile King, Durzo Blint, has named this horse after probably Todd Mudgett or something, or Andrew James. Are those guys still playing? Second last out. Then comes, on the outside, Home of the Clown, who was second in the Pegasus this year, 4th in the Saudi. Mr. Lord Rich with the Son of Bannerlord, top 2 10 times. This is a tough race. This is like a weirdly good race. Let me just throw this out here, guys. This is the final Festivus as you know it, right? In 3 weeks or 2 weeks or whenever foals are due now. Which I should find out since I still have 90 mares to breed. There'll still be Festivus. It's just not going to be the same. And if you want to get those early, the bar is set high this year. We're on the struggle bus. I can't tell you how many medical cases. We had a cat get stung in the face by a scorpion, and her head blew up the size of a freaking basketball, and she almost died. Do you know how expensive that was? I'm going to go $1,500 for early gallops this year. Yeah, I know when they're due. I just don't know if that's 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks from now. Thank you for those of you who are mathly inclined. How are we a minute late to call this race? Oh gosh. This is why we build in so much extra time later. They're off in the Steward's Cup at Dirt Mile. Very good beginning. Jurassican showing speed out here. Belmondo and Fire Burning Cold. Extraordinary takes back American Phantom alongside and contriving. Those two big horses are right together. The Dirt Mile King and Gambling Goodnight. Cry Less, Kentucky Remember, and Homie to Clown is at the back of the field. It is Jurassican. 3 lengths clear of Belmondo early. Fire Burning Cold and American Phantom. Extraordinary, the Dirt Mile King contriving. 4 lengths back to Gambling Goodnight. Cry Less will have to come from 9th. Kentucky Remember and Homie to Crown. They're rounding the far turn, and it is Jurassican who is leading by 3, maybe 4 lengths. American Phantom, the first to pounce. He's coming up into second. Belmondo is done. The Dirt Mile King, here's Contriving making his move. And Cry Less from the back of the pack. They're running down the stretch. They've got to catch Jurassican. He's had it all his own way, and he's been easy on the lead. American Phantom trying to get to him. Cry Less, Contriving, the Dirt Mile King. It's Jurassican though. And Jurassican is going to win it. Over American Phantom, over Cry Less, over the Dirt Mile King. Contriving has to settle for 5th, and then Kentucky Remember. I was convinced this horse was like 7 or 8 years old, but apparently he's only 5. The official winner is Jurassican, a 5-year-old chestnut horse by Gunrunner, out of Jaden by Colby, a Storebred. Yay! Owned by Sherry Crow. This was his 14th win in 29 starts. Have any of the winners been in the chat room tonight? I haven't been paying attention. Next up, we have the filly and mare turf. We have a field of 16. On the fence for Eric Nowbone is Imitate, a $500,000 earner. Then comes Granted Wish for W.C. Lee, a $1.5 million earner. Won the Stewards Cup Bun Barrett last year. Number 3, Listlessness for Norman Architecture, a $1.1 million earner. Last year was Europe's champion 3-year-old filly. Trololo for Danny Derby is the 4. This horse is best known for also earning, you'll never guess, $1 million. Impact on the Sea for Joey DiPaolo is the 5, who's a $500,000 earner. I was looking at my girl Stormy earlier, who's 7 for 8. Shout out to Red Marston for the training job on this animal to go that well, and did win a grade 1 race in 3 of her last 4 starts. Then comes Amor Preciosa for Carl Smythe, 7 for 12 lifetime. Paw Print for Diane Townsend has earned $2 million. I love this horse. She is your defending champion in this race. Selkie Epithet for David Howard is a millionaire. Quantum Leap for Danny Derby is the 10. Bonfires for Jordan Beaumont. Carol Hansen bred that one. Osprey is here for Lily Wilkins. I keep wanting to buy this horse, and Lily keeps being like, no. It's honestly kind of rude for this $4 million earner. Like, just share her with me. Number 13, Forever Royal for Mr. Lord Rich. Love the job he's done with this 5-year-old mare. She's earned $1 million. Then comes the Age of Bronze for Chris Barber. Andrew Chillen has the 15 faked up. And on the back of the field, So Long, See Ya, Honey, for Eileen Sarah. That's your field for the Filly and Mare Turf. Sherry Crow's in the chat room, and she won. Congratulations. Lily Wilkins, leave. Just kidding. That's a joke. The betting pool is closed, and they are off in the Filly and Mare Turf. Paw Print, One Step Slow, Amor Preciosa stumbled. My Girl Stormy showing speed early as they come down the stretch the first time with the Age of Bronze and faked up those 2 outside horses. Listlessness, Quantum Leap in between, and Osprey. Forever Royal and Granted Wish, Selkie Epithet and Imitate. Trololo, Paw Print and Bonfire, So Long, See Ya, Honey, Impact on the Sea, and Amor Preciosa is last. It is My Girl Stormy leading 2, now 3 lengths over the Age of Bronze. Another 3 back to Faked Up and Listlessness. Osprey sitting in 5th now has moved up a spot. Forever Royal, Granted Wish, and Quantum Leap, who's dropped back steadily. Selkie Epithet, Imitate, Trololo, Paw Print, Bonfire, So Long, See Ya, Honey, Amor Preciosa, and it's a good 10 lengths front to back with Impact on the Sea. They run down the backstretch in the Filly and Mare Turf, and My Girl Stormy leads at 3 over the Age of Bronze as they string out. Another 3 back to Faked Up, Listlessness, and Osprey. Those 3 across the track. Forever Royal and Granted Wish are right together. Quantum Leap has 2 on Selkie Epithet, then Imitate and Trololo. Paw Print, 2 back to Bonfires. A length to So Long, See Ya, Honey, and Amor Preciosa. Impact on the Sea is well behind, and they're rounding the far turn. My Girl Stormy still the one to catch. She's 3 lengths clear of the Age of Bronze. Here comes Listlessness. She's now up in a 3rd. Osprey into 4th. Faked Up is dropped back. Paw Print is coming on. She was 12th. Now she's 6th, and she's coming. Quantum Leap, Imitate, Bonfires, and Faked Up. They're into the stretch in the Filly and Mare Turf. They've all got to catch My Girl Stormy. Listlessness is the first in with a shot. Osprey is there too, and Paw Print, Quantum Leap. They're running at the leader. That leader is My Girl Stormy. Can she get to the wire? She can. My Girl Stormy going to win it by a neck over Listlessness, Osprey, Paw Print, Quantum Leap, and the Age of Bronze. The official winner is My Girl Stormy, a 3-year-old bay filly by Impacts out of Esperanza by Still Fire, a homebred for Ren Marston, who is now 8 for 9 lifetime. This is Ren's first Stewards Cup win since year 63, which honestly feels like yesterday. 7 races left to go, and next up is the Filly and Mare Sprint. Yay, we get to go short again. Oh God, there's 16 horses. I have to shout, Ren did a really good job training that horse. Sorry, apparently a yawn had to happen. I'm getting distracted by the Where's My Suitcase website. Let's find out where it is. Not recognized. It's going really well when it's at not recognized. Yeah, no, I got nothing. Great. On the fence for Roger Carlo, Diabolical Diva, number 2 for Xander Zone is Eyes of Justice. The very popular Alentia for Jennifer Klebesh. Alentia won this race last year, and the year before that won the 2-year-old division, $2.6 million earned. Number 4, Crocus for Gigi Go Faster. Simone Biles is the 5 for Cesar Reyes. Taco Downs with the Mr. Lord Richbred Build You a Farm is the 6. Mercury for Gavin Guile. I had a cat named Mercury once. Number 8 is Powerline for Eileen Sarah, always the best. Agro Rhythm for Mike Bryant is so close to $1 million in earnings, and so too is Prima Donna for Jared Radley. Chris Barber with the 11 Eras Farewell, which was named after the Eras Tour, which is over. Number 12, Cacophonista for Eileen Sarah. Sorry, Sarah. Fleason has the 13. It's the Queen Z. Hey, I love that. I don't know if she meant Zenyatta, but I am going to take it that way. Number 14, Whirlwind Wonder for Xander. Then comes Chris Barber's Haktua. And on the outside, When It Comes to You for Brianna McKenzie. When It Comes to You is out of Pretty Sad, who won $5 million and beat the boys in the Stewards Cup Sprint. So that's a pedigree for sure. I'm sleepy. She's not listening to me. I know Instacart will bring Target to me. Like, I'm clear on that, and I could do that for deodorant and toothpaste and toothbrush. But can Instacart pick pajamas out for me? Because what if I don't know if they're fuzzy or not? I want to make sure I'm a comfy steward. They're racing in the filly and mare sprint. A very good beginning. Mercury, quick out to the front end. Cacophonista is gunned from the outside. Diabolical Diva on the fence, and Elentia. They're all showing speed. Aggro Rhythm and Simone Biles. Eyes of Justice, Era's Farewell, Whirlwind Wonder, and Powerline. When It Comes to You, Build You a Farm, Crocus, Prima Donna, and Haktua. And It's the Queen Z is at the back of the field. It is Mercury, and she's opened up 4 lengths on this field as they go past the half-mile point now. Valentia and Cacophonista, Aggro Rhythm, Diabolical Diva. When It Comes to You is coming on. Powerline is there too. And Era's Farewell drops back. It's Mercury leading into the stretch. Alentia is the danger coming at her in Aggro Rhythm. Build You a Farm. When It Comes to You in Powerline. Whoa, something crazy happens to this race. Eyes of Justice, Prima Donna, and Cacophonista. Mercury and Alentia battling it out towards the wire. Aggro Rhythm back third, but Mercury is going to hold her off by a neck. And Mercury is going to win it over Alentia, Aggro Rhythm. And then check this. I figured this out right then. Build You a Farm, When It Comes to You, and Powerline and Eyes of Justice are all a dead heat. Wait, are they a dead heat with each other? Okay, so it's 2 different dead heats back to back, I think. Build You a Farm and When It Comes to You dead heated for 4th. Powerline and Eyes of Justice dead heated for 6th. Is that normal? I don't know that I've seen that before. The official winner is Mercury. She's a 3-year-old black filly by Jupiter out of Super Violet by If Looks Could. A homebred for Gavin Guile, who last year won the Stewards Cup Juvenile Filly Sprint. She is now 11 for 13. Doesn't seem normal. Agree. I've never seen that before. We did some stuff, though. We were doing some stuff with, like, quarter horse racing or mixer racing to stop them from spreading out the way that it was working mathematically. Because mathematically it was making horses finish too far up the track. For like let's say for a 400-yard race, it would be almost like a horse was like at the gate when the winner hit the wire. Like it just, because our thing was built on thoroughbreds, right? So it was super confusing. But with the new system, with some of the new coding we've done, we took that away. So I'm wondering if that's kind of messing up the results tonight. No, donate it all through the break. Just let me know. Definitely not on January 9th. No. That's actually a good shout, though, Nicole. That's what I'm saying, Sue. I'm wondering if across the sim we'll see a fluster of dead heats this weekend, since we're messing about with that spread thing. Next up is the Turf Mile. Just 1 minute to post because we yapped too long. We have a field of 12, and on the fence for Rebecca Rose Hepburn, Lord, is Sapling, the $7 million earner. This guy has won pretty much everything you could win. 2 Pegasuses, a Saudi, and the Stewards Cup. That was when he was a 2-year-old. I would love to wax poetic about Sapling, but how can I when Brian Levitt has It's a Me, Romario as the 2-horse, which is hilarious. I love it so much. Number 3 is Deadpool for Moss Springs, a $1.8 million earner. Won the juvenile race back 3 years ago. Tamara Estes has the 4 Super Fools. John accepts 5 Proactive. I thought it was provocative, but it makes more sense for John to name a horse Proactive. Number 6, Black Blizzard for Tamara Estes. Won the 2-year-old race 2 years ago. Then comes Night Sky Z. Please and Hamiltonian strikes again. Nightmare for Stain Reno Hackinson is probably the second longest shot in this race. Number 9 is Empath for Serenity Sky, a $1.8 million earning filly taking on the boys here. Then comes Stone Cold Metal for Brian Leavitt, who has only won $34,000 to his name. Sten also has the 11 Goodnight Stories, and rounding out the field is the 12 Endeavor, a 6-year-old for Fanta Arcadia. Well, okay, I was going to say $6 million earned, but $5,999 earned. So you may recall that Endeavor and Sapling did run in a match race, and now they're back for the final match of their careers. Sorry, I had to get the yawn out. They're off in the Turf Mile. Super Fools stumbled at the start. Stone Cold Metal goes to the lead on the outside. Endeavor is pushed a little bit wider to be second, and Sapling's on the rails, so those two are going to be close early. Proactive and It's a Me, Romario. Then comes Black Blizzard and Deadpool, Goodnight Stories and Empath. Night Sky Z makes it 5 across the track. A length back to Super Fools and Nightmares at the back of the field as they turn down the backstretch, led by Stone Cold Metal, who's got a head in front of Sapling and Endeavor. Those two are right together. A length back to Proactive, 2 to It's a Me, Romario. Then comes Black Blizzard and Goodnight Stories. Deadpool, Night Sky Z, Super Fools, Empath is way back, 11th. And then comes Nightmare. Past the half-mile pole, less than half of the race left to go, and we've got a new leader as Endeavor takes over. Sapling glued right to his heels, and those two kick away from Black Blizzard up into third. Deadpool is fourth. Stone Cold Metal is nowhere. Super Fools, Empath, Night Sky Z, It's a Me, Romario, Proactive, and they're sweeping into the lane, and Endeavor and Sapling are going to duke it out again. Sapling with a head in front. Here comes Black Blizzard, who just goes right by them. Black Blizzard was third, now he's first, and he's running away from Sapling in second. Endeavor third, Deadpool, Empath, Night Sky Z. Black Blizzard with a huge run today to win by 2. Sapling second, Endeavor third, Deadpool fourth, Empath, and Night Sky Z. The official winner is Black Blizzard, a 4-year-old black colt by win out of Sirocco by Nightwatch. A homebred for Tamara Estes. This is his second, not Tamara's. Black Blizzard, second Stewards Cup win. 8 for 16 lifetime. Tamara, you retiring this horse? Is Tamara in here? Let's check. This thing tells me no. Too much to suppose for the next race, which is the ladies' route. We're starting to get long. We're starting to need to do some fast forwarding, guys, because my throat cannot take it. We have a field of 12, and on the fence for Mike Bryant, Skilled Out. Mike Springer has the 2 Fool for Waiting, who's 6 for 9. Brianna McKenzie with the beautiful Light Up a Midnight Sky. Love this filly, 8 for 14. Durzo Blint has the 4 Bella. Bella has a pedigree. Aw, Bella's out of Ellie Bell. Remember Ellie Bell? She won the Oaks. Number 5, Shadow Max for the Burgundy Hill Farms is just 2 for 10. Incredible Dawn for Kent Saunders. This is your winner of this year's Louisville Oaks. Then comes 7, Nocturnal Silence, 5 for 13. Royal Celestine with the 8, No Weakness Exist. Kylie for Eric Nalbo, not to be confused with, I'm pretty sure he also has Kelly in a different race. It's really confusing. I'm really looking forward to both of them retiring. It's been a whole thing for their whole careers. Night We Met for Cleopatra is the 10. Espoir for Ash Terracin. And then Blue Jay for Chris Barber. Now, Espoir won this race last year. She is the defending champion. Ash Harrison did briefly contemplate running in the Classic. Have you guys seen the Classic? Like, have you seen the Classic? That race is bananas. Correct, I think, Kelly. Day 1 of next year. 3 weeks, Monday. Isn't that just when races are just open? No, 3 weeks Monday. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to pick them up with 1 mile left to go. And in the first half mile of this race, Kylie has been leading. Light Up a Midnight Sky and Skilled Out both broke badly, and Bella is the early trailer. 1 mile left to go in the ladies' route, and Kylie still has the lead over Nocturnal Silence. They've got 2 on No Weakness Exist. 3 or 4 lengths back to Blue Jay, who settled back and forth. Shadow Max and Incredible Dawn, the Oaks winner, has another 4 lengths on Fool for Waiting. Night We Met, Light Up a Midnight Sky, Espoir, Skilled Out, and Bella is at the back of the field. They turn down the backstretch in the ladies' route, and Kylie and Nocturnal Silence still duking it out. They're 2 lengths clear of No Weakness Exist. 4 back to Blue Jay, a length back to Shadow Max. Incredible Dawn has 4 on Fool for Waiting. Night We Met, Light Up a Midnight Sky, Espoir, Skilled Out, and Bella is still the trailer. They pass the half-mile pole in the ladies' route. Kylie's the one to catch. She's got a length on Nocturnal Silence. Shadow Max is coming on, moving up between horses. No Weakness Exist. Here's Incredible Dawn starting her run. Light Up a Midnight Sky. Espoir needs to get going. She's come from 10th to 7th, and they're running down the stretch. And it's Kylie, who's still the leader. Shadow Max in with a surprising shot coming alongside. Light Up a Midnight Sky. Espoir not doing enough. Nocturnal Silence. Kylie's got to hold off the long shot. It's Kylie, and she's going to get there just in time to win it over Shadow Max. Light Up a Midnight Sky, Espoir, Nocturnal Silence, and the Oaks winner, Incredible Dawn. The official winner is Kylie, a 5-year-old chestnut mare by Napoleon out of Goldfinch by Gladiator. A homebred for Eric Nalbone, who is now 11 for 20 lifetime, and I assume retiring. We have just 4 races left to go, and of course the next one is the 2-mile classic. No, marathon. The reason the word classic popped into my head is because I'm about to have an Emily tantrum. There are 2 horses in this race that should be running in the classic. It would have made the classic even better. But instead they're in here, being chicken. On the fence is Annihilation for Durzo Blint. A Steward bred, so too is Poetic Justice, the 2 for Bill Deach. Mike Prevost has the 3 Soul and Yeah. When this horse ever retires, I'm going to be sad because I've been loving watching him all his career. Durzo Blint has the 4 Deadly Whisper. Una is the 5 Eric Nalbone trying to go back-to-back, and this is a filly. Then comes Torchlight for Darcy McBride. Love Torchlight, been a huge fan of his for so long. He did win this race 2 years ago. Number 7, the Roger for David Faulkner. Then comes Ezra, who is the first of the horses I'm going to complain about. Look, I get it. He won the Long Island Classic, and you have Kyber in the Classic. This horse shouldn't be in this race. He should be in the 1.25 Mile Classic. He should be running for the big money. You don't know that he wants to go 2 miles. I'm just saying. Number 10, no, I lied. The 9 for John Exet is Clear Path to Awe, 5 for 15. Vivi for Danny Derby is the 10. Then comes Nicole Marie's City Where I Work. Should I tell them? Should I tell them what that is, Nicole? I don't actually know. The 12 Stratagem for Gigi Go Faster. Tamara Est is looking for her second win of the night with All Done. Oh, I get it. All Done. I get it. And then here we have the 14. I'm the Real Deal for Elaine Serra, a $6.9 million earner. He won the 1.25 Mile Desert World Cup. He won the 1.25 Mile Midsummer Classic. Why is he in this race? This is dumb. I want him to be in the Classic. I'm waiting to see if she's going to defend herself. I'm sick of earring the purple. I assume wearing the purple. I mean, that's a valid response. But I can still have a tantrum about it. That's what happens when you guys want race calls. So we're going to pick them up with 1 mile left to go because Nathan's not here. Darcy with, yeah. I would like Ezra and Sarah's horses to both not be in this race. One mile left to go in the Stewards Cup Marathon, and Ezra has now lost the lead to Una. They keep swapping back and forth, Deadly Whisper and All Done. I'm the Real Deal has moved up a spot to pass Torchlight to now be in 5th. Torchlight 6 now, ahead of Annihilation and Vivi. Poetic Justice and the Roger, Stratagem and Clear Path to Awe, Evil, Soul and Ya, and 3 more lengths back to the city where I work. It is still Una who leads down the backstretch with just 6 furlongs left to run. Ezra's right there. Those two are heads apart. Deadly Whisper and 2 back to All Done. I'm the Real Deal, creeping even closer, now takes over 4th. Torchlight is there too. Annihilation, Vivi, Poetic Justice, the Roger, Stratagem, Clear Path to Awe, Evil, Soul and Ya, and City Where I Work is at the back of the field. And now we have a new leader again. Ezra is kicking away a length. Ezra a length to Una. Deadly Whisper and I'm the Real Deal, All Done, and Annihilation, Vivi, Stratagem, Poetic Justice, Torchlight needs to do a bit better. Torchlight's dropping back through the pack, and they're coming into the lane. Ezra is your leader, and here's I'm the Real Deal. And these two are going to hook up and kick away from Una and Deadly Whisper, then Stratagem. It is Ezra trying to hold off I'm the Real Deal, and the two big guns are throwing it down in the lane. I'm the Real Deal puts a head in front. Ezra battling back, then comes Una, but I'm the Real Deal is exactly that, and wins the marathon. Ezra 2nd, Una 3rd, Deadly Whisper, Stratagem, and Annihilation. The official winner, I'm the Real Deal. One of my all-time favorite hymn horses. Thank you, Yulene Sarah, for such a lovely campaign on the Son of War Like Me out of I'ma Shake It In Your Face by Gladiator. He is now 13 for 26 lifetime. And that gives us just 3 races left. But we have a whopping 7 minutes until the next one. Yeah, they went 1-2 because they were so much the best horses in that race. Like, those are some good animals. I'm going to breed to I'm the Real Deal so hard. I don't know who, but I'm going to do it. Okay, the admin just sent me a screenshot saying, like this, with no explanation. So I open the screenshot. It says, set stud fees and other options for your stallion, with the number of foals currently bred out of the number of foals you're allowed to breed. There's stud fee for the thoroughbreds, followed by Reserve X bookings for me this year, followed by maximum non-reserve slots per breeder. Put a 0 for no limit. In his test, he has the number 8, as in no breeder can breed more than 8 to my stallion. He hasn't returned. Oh, no. So anyway, celebrate. He's working on that. The admin would like me to remind you, we did talk about this yesterday during the 2-year-old calls, but we have extra time right now. Don't forget how math works. If your name is Mel Langford and you are offering 3 breedings to all breeders, any breeder can have 3 breedings and then they are maxed out on your horse. But you're like, I want to send 2 extra breedings to my friend Sarah. You can do that, but then Sarah has a total of 5. What you send does not count towards the full limit. This is me holding a water bottle and shaking it up and down. Sorry. So if anyone has any questions about that, you should ask the admin. I was talking with my hands holding a water bottle. Yes, I was. You have me. Guys, you'll never guess what just arrived, and its name is hot chocolate. It doesn't count. It does count towards the max limit. It doesn't count towards the limit that you have imposed on breeders. Oh crap, there's no mute. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's good. So the distaff is next. We have a field of 10. On the fence for Louise Bayou is Bless Your Heart, a $2.8 million earner. Last year she was 7th in this race, but she has won so many grade 1 races that my head spins. She is coming off 2 straight ones of those. Earlier this year she won the Saudi Distaff. Number 2 is your defending champion in this race, So Long London, for Laurel Adams. Laurel, I will have you know that I listened to that song on the airplane today. Now, to be fair, it was one of like 4 albums I listened to while we sat on the tarmac for hours. But I was listening to it and thinking of your horse. Number 3 is Kelly, not to be confused with Kylie, who's the horse that won earlier, for Eric Nowbone by Acid Test out of Schuylkill, seeking her 10th lifetime win. Ricochet is the 4 for Rochelle Boss by Valley of Fire. 6 for 8. Good training there. Number 5, I'ma Shake It Off. Freeline Sarah by Valley of Fire. 8 for 32 lifetime. What a record this mare has. Number 6, Conquering Blue by Philadelphia Blue for Eric Gray. Oh yeah, Snack just showed up. Then comes the 7, Loved. Loved for Nina Olson is a 3-time grade 1 4-time grade 1 winner this year. That's pretty hardcore, actually. Number 8 for John Exet, Tangled Up in Blue by that sire Light Song, who I like so much. She has won 3 races in a row, going from allowance to grade 3 to most recently defeating I'ma Shake It Off in the grade 1 pristine. Number 9, Lifestream, best bred horse in the race for Danny Derby by Master of Deception out of Into the Unknown. 6 for 16 lifetime, a grade 1 winner, 2 back. And rounding out the field is Danny's second horse, and that is Believe in Miracles by Mace. 5 for 9 lifetime, also a grade 1 winner in 3 of her last 4 starts. I did shake the water too much, and I deserved what I got, but now I'm going to carefully drink a sip of my hot chocolate. It made my ears warm. So lovely. Two minutes to post for the distaff. I like how the admin pops in here just to see if I'm talking smack or running my mouth, which I literally was during when he popped in here. One minute now. You know what is not conducive to doing race calls is that usually I wear pajama pants if I'm going to sit here upright calling races, but my pajama pants are in my bag, which is at LAX, and now I'm in dumb jeans, and jeans are pushing on my belly. I don't want to call races with jeans pushing on my belly. I hate it. I didn't fly domestic into LAX. I flew domestic into Burbank and got rerouted because Burbank was under a freaking giant tornado or something. It was supposed to be a 58-minute flight, and it was 6 hours. And we just flew around in the sky for forever. I can't take them off. I have a friend here. I can't just be pantsless, guys. Also, the real reason I don't want to take them off is because I'm sitting on a really sketchy hotel couch, which has probably not been cleaned since like 1980, so. All right, guys, it's post time for the distaff. We have a field of 10 going a mile and an eighth for $2.5 million. They're off. One step slow for Kelly and Lifestream bobbled, but the rest are way okay. On the fence, Bless Your Heart showing speed, joined by Tangled Up in Blue and Kelly. So Long London, your defending champion, and then comes Conquering Blue. Believe in Miracles and I'ma Shake It Off, Loved in Lifestream. Ricochet is at the back of the field. Tangled Up in Blue is the leader as they round the clubhouse turn to the backstretch. Kelly in second with Bless Your Heart third. 3 back to So Long London and Conquering Blue. Believe in Miracles and I'ma Shake It Off. Then comes Loved, Lifestream, and at the back of the field, that is Ricochet. It is Bless Your Heart now wresting the lead back from Tangled Up in Blue, and those two are a length clear of Kelly. They've opened up a big gap on the fourth horse, and that is Conquering Blue, who's about 7 lengths behind. So Long London sitting in 5th alongside Believe in Miracles 6th, 3 back to Loved, I'ma Shake It Off, Lifestream, and Ricochet is at the back of the field. They round the far turn now in the distaff, and Bless Your Heart, the one to beat, Tangled Up in Blue now comes back to her, and those two are heads apart. Kelly still sitting in 3rd. She's only a length behind. Then comes Conquering Blue, who has 4 to make up. So Long London starts her run, is moving up between horses. She's 4th. Believe in Miracles, Lifestream, Love needs to do much better. And they're into the stretch of the distaff. Bless Your Heart and Tangled Up in Blue. They're throwing it down out here in the stretch. Kelly still 3rd. So Long London 4th. Conquering Blue. Tangled Up in Blue with her head in front. Bless Your Heart needs to fight back. Kelly 3rd. It's going to be Tangled Up in Blue to win the distaff. Over Bless Your Heart, Kelly, So Long London, and Conquering Blue, Believe in Miracles, and Lifestream. The official winner is Tangled Up in Blue, a 4-year-old bay filly by Light Song out of The Idea of You by Hold Us Together, a homebred for John Exet, who is now 7 for 17 lifetime. I feel like John wins the distaff a lot, so let's go check that theory. Distaff. Owner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This was his 10th lifetime distaff win. No one else is on the same planet. I think Art Vandelay had 4 and Eric Nalbone has 4. And this is John's 10th. That's literally crazy. All right, 2 races left tonight, and in 6 minutes we have the Stewards Cup Turf, featuring one of the best horses in sim history taking on one of the better fields in sim history. On the fence for Harry Trotter is Twinkie, a 3-year-old son of Equinox, 5 for 8 lifetime, coming off of a win in both the Virginia Turf and the Barbados 2000 Guineas and the Virginia Derby. Number 2, Thy Light for Jack Meyer. Kelly Haggerty bred the son of Linus, 4 for 8 lifetime. A grade 1 winner last out. Number 3 is Cillian. Julia H. with this guy who has gotten so good at the right time. He won the Caulfield Trophy, the Sydney Trophy, and was second beaten less than a length in the Arc last out. The horse who runs second in the Arc has been known to come back and win the Stewards Cup. Number 4, no introduction needed for Schumacher. Carol Hansen, Superstar by Shahryar, is 13 for 17 lifetime. He has earned $10 million to date. Last year in this race, he finished second by a neck behind Manis. That was after winning the Arc. Can he turn the tables and win it? This is pretty much the only trophy missing from his repertoire. Number 5, Alashia for Eric Nalbone. This is a filly by Kiprios out of Highland Trove. If they had a 2-mile turf race, this filly would be a slam dunk. That pedigree is crazy. As it is, she won a grade 1 over 1.25 miles last out. She is 8 for 14. Pistolero, one of my favorite horses running these days for Cesar Reyes, the son of Coltrane, is 15 for 22. Such a good training job here. He has been avoiding the Manises and the Schumachers of the world and has been rewarded with win after win after win. Number 7 is Lupin for Gigi Go Faster, the son of Temple of the Cat, is now 9 for 16. This guy won 2 grade 1 races in a row, and he takes on the big guns here at the Stewards Cup. Number 8, Cypress for Cleopatra. This horse has been so frustrating to her, but he's such a nice guy. Another Kiprios here. He's 6 for 9 lifetime. He won a Game Point Sired Stakes last out. A little bit of different company than usual, but than usually you'd see going into this race. But he did win the grade 1 Louisville Bunbury. Number 9, your defending champion in this race, and the thorn in Schumacher's side, that is Manis for Andrew Chillen. The son of Stillfire is 10 for 17, $6 million earned. He was third in the Arc, but before that, he defeated Schumacher in both the Chicago Million and the Pellegrini. Number 10, the final filly in the race from the Breedlove stable, Secretly Impacted. 8 for 16 lifetime, has won 2 in a row, including the grade 1 Pre-Grand Opera on that Arc card. That is your field for the turf. So the question is that I present to you guys: will Schumacher go out on a win? Will Manis get in one more time? Or are we going to see the rise of someone else, like a Lupin or a Cillian? Or one of the other ones? Let me know. I want to see what you guys have to say. Sarah says dead heat. Kelly's going upset. It is the Stewards Cluck. The Stewards Cluck. I said that because I just noticed the entry clerk is in this. Hey, babe. Go feed the cats. Just kidding. Vasily is picking Manis. Nicole is picking Manis. Laurel picking Cillian. Two minutes to post. I might go a little bit early so we have enough time to talk about the big one. That's holy smokes, you guys. Hold on, I have to check my Gmail really quick. It looks like I never hit send on something that I think I hit send on. Oh, okay, I already did. Good. X out of that. This guy has been trying to get me to take a cat, and he's been emailing me every 5 hours from Christmas Eve. And he's like, why aren't you answering me? And I was like, well, it was Christmas Eve when you started, and it was Christmas Day when you kept going. So I don't know what you want from me. Now it's 8 a.m. on the day after, and I'm answering you. Calm down. He told me that the final day that the cat was going to be alive was January 15th, and I needed to find him a place before that. And you may recall today is December 26th, and apparently now the final day is today. Hate everybody. Not you guys, though. Sounds like the entry clerk has kept the farm fed. Good job, entry clerk. Your special prize is that you get to do it again tomorrow. It's post time for the turf. $4 million on the line. One of the great rivalries will come to an end tonight between Manis and Schumacher. But will they be upset by one of the others? They are off. A very good beginning for all 10 runners, and Schumacher right to the lead. He opens up 3 lengths on Cillian back in second, then comes Cypress towards the outside. Pistolero is in between them. Lupin takes back. Secretly Impacted in Manis, Twinkie, Thy Light, and Alashia is at the back of the field as they come down the stretch the first time, led by Schumacher, who dictates the pace by 3. Cillian in second, Cypress third, Pistolero and Lupin. Those 3 are right together. Secretly Impacted in Manis has a nose on Twinkie, Thy Light, and Alashia is at the back of the field. They've got 1 mile left to run in the Stewards Cup turf with $4 million in history on the line, and Schumacher is really opened up out here. Schumacher leads it by 7. Cillian still chasing in second. He can't get closer. Lupin is third. Cypress and Secretly Impacted. Pistolero has dropped back 2 spots. Twinkie, Manis still having to come from well behind. Thy Light and Alashia. They're running down the backstretch in the turf. Schumacher's leading by 8. Cillian still chasing him. Lupin and Cypress. Pistolero gets back involved, and Manis is starting his run as they round the far turn in the turf, and Schumacher's lead is down to 5. It's Cillian, the danger right now. He's trying to get closer. Lupin is involved. Pistolero and Manis is picking off horses, and it's going to be the race we dreamed about, or is it? Schumacher's still 3 clear. Cillian chasing well in second. Manis is now up third. Lupin is right there too. Pistolero, Cypress, they're not even going to get close. Schumacher is going to go gate to wire in the turf. Never challenged. He's 2 lengths clear, and he is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, turf horse to ever live. Cillian second, Manis was third, Lupin fourth, Pistolero, and Cypress. The official winner is Schumacher, a 4-year-old Dark Bay Colt by Shahryar out of Fiery Eyes by Moonfaced. He has now earned over $12 million with 14 wins in 18 starts. A homebred for Carol Hansen. He is a superstar. But now Schumacher is out, and the Stewards Cup Classic is in. And it is absolutely crazy. Now, there's only 2 horses in this race who haven't earned over $1 million. No, there's 3. One of them we're going to get to. But of the other 2, they could have easily been Ezra and Not the Real Deal. So let's go through them. On the fence for Yuleen Sarah. Ichabod Crane, also known as Icky, this year's Louisville Derby winner. He has not won since then, but he should have, because he was second in the Classic, second in the other Classic, third in the Baltimore Crown. And then he ran at 1 mile and an eighth to prep for this. That was too short for him. I sincerely don't think we'll see that going forward. He did run second behind Globetrotter and defeated Scorpion, who you may recall won the Seek Thrills earlier tonight. The son of Duke of Edinburgh is back at his favorite distance and a big threat from the rail. Number 2 is Alcohol for Craig McGee. Now, you may be like, okay, Craig McGee winning the Classic. Well, guess what? Alcohol defeated Comeback Kid and Globetrotter in the Oceanside Classic 2 back. Then he lost last out to Wearing the Purple by only a length. This guy is legit, and he's getting good at the right time. He's got over $1 million in earnings, and he ran a 100 2 back. Number 3, He Who Dares for John Exet. 6 for 15 on this well-bred son of Exist. He was 4th in that Arcadia Classic, but before that, he won the Shakopee Classic Championship in Minnesota. Number 4, USS Springfield. 2nd in the Dubai World Cup earlier this year. He's coming off a win in the Kingston Trophy. The son of Mace is out of Schuylkill. This will be his 10th lifetime win if he can get it done. Number 5, last year's Baltimore Crown winner. This is Kyber for Cleopatra. The son of Mace is 9 for 17. He won the Grade 2 Summer Bird Stakes and the Grade 2 Starting Rumors in his last 2 starts, and both of those were at 1 mile and a quarter. Number 6 is the horse I wanted to talk about, and this is Brilliant Fire. I heard off both. I heard off two different people who got defeated by this horse in one of his last starts, and both of them were like, "Why does this animal keep beating us? What happened to my horse?" And I'm like, I think this animal's just good. He's won 7 of his last 8 starts for Steve Levitt. The only question with him is that the last time he ran a mile and a quarter, he got trounced by Algorithm. He loves this mile and an eighth. He loves a mile and a 16th. But can this son of Valley of Fire, who's 10 for 14, stretch out today? Number 7, Orwellian, another horse with some weird distance pedigree. By Cody's Wish out of parts unknown. Gigi Go Faster trying to get a big one into this guy. He won the spa distance handicap over this distance in his last start. Last out, he was in a barrier trial, which he lost, weirdo. Number 8, just a horse named Wearing the Purple. One of the all-time great dirt horses in sim history. He's earned $12 million. He's already won this race twice, both as a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old. And the other thing he did, oh yeah, he won the Triple Crown. What a weirdo. Carolyn Eaton opted to keep him in training this year. It has gone up and down. He won the Grade 1 Inglewood Gold Cup over I'm the Real Deal. And he won the Grade 1 Long Island Gold Cup over Alcohol. But he's also lost to Kyber, and he's also lost to Comeback Kid. So which Wearing the Purple will we get today? If he wins this, I think he might get to be the all-time greatest dirt horse that we've seen. Number 9, Masterpiece for Durzo Blint. Royally bred $18 million purchase, the Master of Deception, half-brother to Henry. He won the Grade 1 Louisville Classic 3 starts back. And then he lost to Brilliant Fire in his next 2 starts. It's tough to know what the heck to do with this animal because he was third in this race last year, beaten just a head and a neck. He has won a Grade 1 at a mile and a quarter. If you get beat by Brilliant Fire going short, is that because you don't want to go short, or is it because Brilliant Fire is insane at going short? He's already earned $4.1 million. Durzo cannot be mad at what this horse has done in his career. He's about to go on and be a super awesome stallion. But can he jump back up after those 2 losses and win this race? The pedigree's there. Durzo also has the 10 Globetrotter, who won the Arcadia Classic over Ichabod Crane and Scorpion last out. The son of Henry's out of Ellie Bellies earned $3.2 million. Last year, he was 10th in this race, behind Wearing the Purple and Masterpiece. Number 11 is the 3-year-old Pursuing the Moon. Cindy Saunders, homebred, missed the Derby this year, you may recall, but he is 8 for 9 lifetime. He won that Baltimore Crown, defeating Yosemite and Ichabod Crane. He lost the Long Island Classic to Ezra. You kind of wonder if there was going to be a distance limitation on this guy. Well, joke's on us because he then won 2 major Grade 1 races over a mile and a quarter. He's beaten Ichabod Crane. He's beaten Ezra. He's beaten Camelot. He, like Ichabod Crane, will be trying to prove that they are the best 3-year-old in the land. Number 12, The Space Between for John Exet. The son of Prize is 8 for 22. He has not won since a Grade 2 back in week 9. He also won an allowance. Last year, he ran in the dirt mile and finished 16th. Rounding out the field on the outside is just a little horse named Comeback Kid. He's only won $6 million. Last year, he won the Louisville Derby. This year, he won the Desert World Cup. He did lose to Alcohol in that one race, but since then, he came back to win the Alternate Classic, a sponsored race. He honestly defeated nothing in that race, but he did it in the way you'd like to see. He ran in the 90s, but not too crazy fast, and he won it by open lengths. Aaron Sanderson's homebred by War Like Me has every reason to win this. And guys, this race is stacked. We have 2 minutes to post. Who do you like? Throw a dart at them because they are spectacular. Bexley does not want to pick a horse, but wants to know if Comeback Kid is retiring. I do believe Aaron is listening right now. I don't know if they're in the chat room, though. Diane says 6-way dead heat. Well, according to the new sim algorithm, maybe. John DeArc says Pursuing the Moon. Nicole says Globetrotter. Laurel would like to see Wearing the Purple get one. That'd be really cool, though. There's only, as far as I know, there's only been 1 thoroughbred dirt horse to ever win 3 Steward's Cups. And one of them was the marathon. 2 classics and a marathon. Rhonda, gonna go with the new up-and-comer Brilliant Fire. Let's see. Yuleen Sarah's probably going to pick Globetrotter. Just kidding. Just giving you a hard time. All right, I'll give you 30 more seconds to get your bets in on this big one. And then I am out of here. Everyone's like, I don't know who to bet on. Durzo picking Orwellian. That is not a bad shout. He's going to get one of these one day. All right, let's get to it. This is a good one. It's going to be hard to follow up the Schumacher Tour de Force, but seriously, 19,000 in the betting pool. You guys got 105,000 for the juvenile. Y'all are chicken. They're off in the $5 million Stewards Cup Classic, and it was a fantastic beginning for all 13 runners. Ichabod Crane wants to go out to the lead, and Alcohol is right to his outside. Derby winner Comeback Kid is very wide, and those three are kicking away from Brilliant Fire and Kyber. The space between Orwellian and Pursuing the Moon, wearing the purple, the Triple Crown winner sits in ninth. Masterpiece and USS Springfield, Globetrotter, He Who Dares is at the back of the field, and it is Ichabod Crane who leads them under the wire the first time. 1 mile left to go. Comeback Kid has come to him, and they kick away from Alcohol. Kyber and Brilliant Fire are right together, noses apart. Then comes Orwellian. The space between loses a spot. Pursuing the Moon, then Masterpiece, wearing the purple, has dropped to 10th. USS Springfield, Globetrotter, and He Who Dares is the trailer. They're running on the backstretch, led by Comeback Kid. He's now got his shoulders in front of Ichabod Crane in second. Alcohol's still there, though, dogging them. He's in third. And they've got 5 lengths on Kyber and Brilliant Fire, fourth and fifth. 2 back to Orwellian in the space between Pursuing the Moon and then Masterpiece. Wearing the purple is now dropped back 10th. He's going to have to come on with it. USS Springfield, Globetrotter, and He Who Dares. They round the far turn in the Classic, and Ichabod Crane has now wrestled the lead back from Comeback Kid, and Alcohol won't go away. He's still there too. Pursuing the Moon with a big run. He was 8th, now he's 4th, and Brilliant Fire is getting his run in too. Kyber is there, Orwellian wearing the purple and Masterpiece are coming on. Not enough from USS Springfield, and they're rounding into the stretch, and Ichabod Crane and Comeback Kid have been dueling throughout. Here's Pursuing the Moon coming at them now. Masterpiece and wearing the purple with big strides. Brilliant Fire and Alcohol. Kyber, they're all across the track. It is Comeback Kid, Ichabod Crane, and Pursuing the Moon has swept right past them. And Pursuing the Moon is now opening up over one of the best fields in history. Comeback Kid, Ichabod Crane, Masterpiece wearing the purple and Brilliant Fire. Pursuing the Moon made it look easy. Pursuing the Moon wins it by 2, geared down over Comeback Kid, Ichabod Crane, Masterpiece wearing the purple, Brilliant Fire, Alcohol, Kyber, Orwellian, USS Springfield. What a win from Pursuing the Moon. The official winner, Pursuing the Moon, a 3-year-old black colt by Champion out of Calling on Angels by All of Time. A homebred for Cindy Saunders, who is now 9 for 10 lifetime. And you got to think, as much as I thoroughly love Ichabod Crane, what would have happened if this guy had run in the Louisville Derby? But maybe if he'd done that, he wouldn't have done what he did today. Ichabod Crane was 3rd, if that helps. Comeback Kid was 2nd. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Retire your stallions tonight. It's a good night to retire stallions. Get your breeding in. You've got 2 weeks. A little less than that now. I'm going to eat a coffee cake from Starbucks. And then I'm going to try and get my bags. Or pajamas. Goodbye, farewell, have an awesome, awesome break.